everyone. My name is David. It's your favorite prepper here. We're out in the bush of beautiful New Zealand, and we've just been cutting lots of bamboo over the last days because it's been raining like crazy for weeks. And we've got another couple of weeks of rain ahead of us. It feels like we're in a tropical country. In the rainy season, it's out of control. And because it's so rainy, I've decided to extend my shelter, my currently temporary shelter. I've been living in a small tent for the last month, and it's getting too muggy in there. It's not comfortable anymore, so I've been building myself a little A-frame, and it's going to be a bit bigger, a bit more comfortable. I'm going to chuck some pellets on the floor for a nice bed and throw a tarp on top of it, and it's gonna be nice, beautiful little shelter. So come check it out. So here we are. This is what it's gonna be, and it's a classic A-frame structure. I used macrocarpa and some bamboo. Had these macrocarpa poles left from other things that I've done with them. Leftover floor joist links, and they're really too thin to do anything else with them or anything I can think of right now. So yeah, obviously it's not finished yet, and it's a bit wonky, so I can kind of rock it back and forth right now, which is definitely not ideal because I forgot to put an extra beam in here that goes from that A-frame to the one over there. So I'm going to take these off again and put that thing on, and hopefully it's going to be more stable. All right, so we've put the bamboo poles on. I didn't have one that was long enough, so I lashed them two together. I'm using inner tube for pretty much anything right now. Here, lashings. It's for free. I can pick it up at a bike shop. People throw it away. It goes into landfill. It's a real hassle for the bike shop people, and they're super happy for me to swing by and pick up a few dozen of inner tubes and make my life a bit easier. I kind of feel like it gives it a bit of a more natural look. People didn't really have nails back in the day, so I like the lashing. It looks all a bit more natural, a bit more like I love it. And here the rain comes again. Ranginu is just not stopping crying, eh? Fuck, it's fucking sad. Just keeps going. That's the platform over there. So I'll be looking straight out to where I'm building, and I'm gonna be pretty close and not in the bush over there. That's where the tent is. You can see it in there. It's just not ideal. So I'll be much happier here. So I'm gonna stick these bamboo poles back up, and then I'm gonna throw that tarp on top of it and see what it looks then. All right, so that's where we're at now. We've tied all these poles up to the top beam there, and next step is tying these poles down here, and then we should be able to cut off what's sticking out there and throw a tarp on it. Yeah, I'm excited. I might be able to move in soon. Check it out. All right, here we go. Everything's nice and trim, ready to go. Tarp on top, and yeah, it looks pretty good. Pretty stable. Just took the support off. It's still moving a little bit, but it's definitely not going to fall over. Yeah, and this whole thing cost me pretty much close to nothing. Like the only tool I'm using is a machete. Where is it? It's a machete here with a saw on top, so that goes real well for cutting bamboo, slice and dice. And yeah, like you can build this whole thing out of bamboo if you want to. I've used some macrocarpa here on the bottom, and the A-frames are macrocarpa, and everything else is bamboo, but you can make this thing out of bamboo completely. And bamboo grows in so many places. Like you probably know someone who's got bamboo in their property, and you rock up and ask them to pull some of their bamboo and build yourself a little shelter. If you're homeless like me, you might as well go for it. And yeah, tarps you can find or buy very cheaply as well. So chuck some pellets in there for a bed and you get set up for the summer. Yeah, and maybe winter even with some upgrades. But let's see, I'm building a bigger house for the winter time. Yeah. And here we are, a dwelling for one person. We're going to put some walls on there, little flappy door, and tie this down nicely. I've got an idea of putting a bamboo pole into that sleeve that's created on this side because I doubled it up. Make sure it's waterproof. It's not a new tarp, so oh, here comes the sun for the first time today. Yes, but it's still raining. And figure something out on this side, how to tie it off there. We want to get it a bit off the ground so that the water runs into that ditch that I dug there. So it's intentional that this is not going down all the way to the bottom, and it will be similar on the other side. Yeah, so that's exciting. Really hope I'm going to be able to move in tonight. Check this spider out. Looks freaking vicious. Beautiful. Vicious spider. There it is. We've put a wall in there in the back. And we'll keep this triangle for some ventilation. But yeah, check it out. Looks pretty nice. Bony structure. And the bed's gonna come in there. And we'll have heaps of space in here for our things. We'll put the pallets down and yeah, fuck, I'm excited. What an upgrade. What an upgrade. So I just put the pellets, or a couple of pellets in, and it's starting to feel like a home. Yeah, looking pretty nice. I evened them out, put some stuff. It's looking, it's a bit low in that corner, so I just propped it up a bit, so it's nice and flat. I think it's time for a bit of a test lay down. Alright folks, this is where we are now. I'm ready to sleep in there tonight. Got all the things set up on the altar, ready to get weird in front of the altar with all the goodies there. But yeah, sleeping, put a little shelf there, some decoration, some dangly bits, just how I like it. So yeah, whether if you're needing a little temple or sleep out or whatever, you know, just go hard. Build yourselves a home. It's not hard. It's fun. It's exciting. It's in the bush. Check it out. Check out the location. Isn't that just prime? There's a stream just running behind us there. So at night when the cicadas stop going bonkers, we'll be able to hear the stream. And I'm tired. I'm gonna call it a day, and I'm gonna enjoy myself in there tonight. And yeah,